Bridge. Just arrived at Devil's Bridge. So I'm going to pop over there now and have a look. To see the three bridges. Okay, that's strange. Why would they build three bridges on top of each other? Who built the bridge, the devil or the monks? Legend would have us believe the devil built the first bridge which spans this deep gorge. The story says that he was bribing an old lady who needed to get her cow back after it somehow wandered to the other side of the gorge. He offered to build a bridge in exchange for the first living soul to cross it, expecting it to be her, but she outwitted him. More realistically, it was the clever monks at Strata, Florida. Top bridge, built in 1901, is strengthened with steel girders. Original Victorian parapets were replaced in 83. The middle bridge was built in 1708, repaired and strengthened in 1753. With cast iron railings. And then the lowest bridge, built in 1075, or medieval times, and it was possibly built by the monks from Strata, Florida. Okay. So has the gorge got bigger? And so they've had to keep raising the bridges. It's amazing, is though, them still standing. Oh, and there's the good old dragon. The dragon that George slayed. George and the dragon. Look at the rock walls. Has somebody put that piece in there? I have the weirdest thoughts. But I've got to say, so far, because I'm going down, it's fine. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't in these big boots. Just look. So it costs £2 to go in here, which is all right here. And I believe the money pays for it to be maintained. But in typical me style, I would love to get in this water. There's nothing like the grounding feeling of natural water. By the way, some of these steps are really steep and potentially slippery. That's where the water's coming from. And it forms little pots. More water from there. Oh, I love fresh water. And there's the three bridges. Look how that water cascades down there. It's stunning. Again, I'm going to say it again. Nature. Nature's the most powerful force. And I absolutely love the curved rock there. And how long has it been the water doing that? And it's turned them into curves. The water swirling round. And so smooth. Look at the curve. The little pots. And down there it goes. Devil's Bridge was great, but it's time to move on. I'm heading back home today. So it's off, over the bridge, turn left, and along this road. As the road opens up, the scenery is amazing. It's beautiful. And it just gets better and better. This is what biking's all about to me. Just being on that bike, riding these roads. And in fairness, I never really seen anybody. As you can imagine, it had been a bit of a disappointing week. I'd got flights booked to Spain and then I couldn't go. So getting away on my bike was the best thing. It was the thing I needed. I needed to de-stress. I needed to clear my mind. And focusing on riding and seeing this scenery, breathing the air, just me and my bike, did me the world of good. I was using Beeline to navigate my way around. Don't know what that arch is all about, but anyway. So I'm using Beeline. I just programmed it for fun roads and it set my route. I hadn't really got a clue where I was going or where I was going to end up. But what a day it ended up being. The sun was shining. It weren't that warm, but it weren't cold. Even though I did complain walking around Devil's Bridge to myself that I was absolutely boiling climbing the stairs because of all the bike gear. It does make it harder when you've got all your big boots on and your coat and carrying your helmet. But on the bike, it was a nice temperature. I went through little hamlets and then ended up here. And this is where it started to go wrong. I entered Elon Valley, which is absolutely I weren't really sure where the dam was. I knew there was a dam there by the visitor centre because I had looked it up. But I just headed that way through Elon Valley, following Beeline. But just look at this. It's picture perfect. This country is amazing when we're aware. I did quite a few books on the travel, nothing much more. Apart from the road closures and the Thermal border, the video went on. Camera I thought I would end up sleeping on the side of the road. How extreme is that thought? But you see me keep looking, see if I've got a signal, which way am I going? God, it was a bit of a nightmare, to be fair. Constantly tapping, constantly trying to find a way out. By this stage, I'm boiling. I really needed to take my underlayers off. So I thought, right, I'll hide up here and pull over and I'll see if I can get my underlayers off. There's nobody about. You can guarantee it, can't you? There was cars, there was bikes, there was people. It didn't happen. Anyway, I found a bridge and I thought, right, let's get over this one. See if it's the same one as I went over before. See if I can find the way out. Needless to say, it wasn't the same bridge. So I was still as lost as ever. And I just keep going. I did find the actual dam though, which was beautiful. It was a sight to see. And when you see how full the dam is and how deep the dam is, it's unbelievable. This water here is sent back to where I live in Staffordshire, which was fascinating to know. So I'm back on the bike and I'm still trying to find my way out. I think at this stage my sat nav might have come back on my beeline. So I've got a chance of making it out alive. I'd got no water or nothing with me. I did see an ice cream van though. I could have stopped there, couldn't I, if I needed to. It was an experience though, and well worth seeing. Just look at that sun over the water. And thankfully, I do find my way out. And I start my journey home. Now, I still don't know which way it's taking me. And based on yesterday's time for getting there, it's going to be a while before I'm home. I know I visit Devil's Bridge and I stopped off at the dam. But I think by now, I'm already 3.5 hours in. And I really hadn't done that many miles. But it was worth it. And I proved something to myself. That I can actually do an overnight on my bike on my own. Because I do panic. My bike's so heavy and I've dropped it so many times. And I literally can't pick it up on my own. So I do worry about being on roads where there's no people. There's nobody to help. I think I need to actually start weight training so I can learn to lift it. Or buy a smaller bike. That could be an option. But I just love the Africa Twin. It's like riding in an armchair. And it does everything. If I'm on gravel or rocks or dirt or roads, it just does everything. Eventually, I'm back onto the B roads, heading home. This B line loves B roads. Unless it's just the way I set it. This was my first time using the B line. Hubby normally uses it and I just follow him. So I've never actually set it before until this overnighter. And I've got to say, it's a good little thing. It's a good route finder. It did mean I was on really lonely roads again. But I enjoyed it. Fortunately, I never actually dropped my bike. I was being careful, I think. But it was just this kind of scenery the whole time. And of course, because I'm on these little B roads, there's no traffic. Apart from one car. And then back onto the A roads. I did manage to stop off for a coffee. And I think it ended up taking me around 5.5 hours to actually get home.